When you look up on a clear, dark night, you see thousands of stars packed tightly against the black. Our brains process that wall of light and naturally assume we live in a universe brimming with physical matter, where celestial bodies are stacked right on top of each other. But every single star visible to the naked eye sits strictly inside our immediate microscopic cosmic backyard. Step outside that local cluster, and the true architecture of the observable universe emerges. It is built entirely out of profound, isolating emptiness. In order to map a space spanning 100 billion light years, we have to ignore the glowing objects and start measuring the dark. Let's start the measurement close to home, inside our own solar system. Consider the sheer volume of empty vacuum sitting directly between the Earth and the Moon. This scale diagram shows that you could take the physical mass of every other planet orbiting our Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, all of them, and drop them side by side into that single void, and you would still have room to spare. And that is just interplanetary space. To scale outward to interstellar space, we need to use our Sun as the baseline metric for measurement. Imagine shrinking the entire mass of our Sun down to the exact size of a single grain of sand. This graphic plots the isolation at that scale. To reach the nearest neighboring star, Proxima Centauri, you would have to travel over 4 miles away to find the next grain of sand. Even deep inside a populated galaxy, the localized architecture surrounding any given star is defined by absolute freezing vacuum. Now we abandon individual stars and shift our perspective to the macro universe, looking at how entire galaxies are distributed. The maximum scale of the cosmos sits on a foundational scaffolding called the cosmic web. This 3D graphic forces gravity forcing matter to cluster into thin, fragile filaments across the darkness. But focus on the negative space. These vast dark regions are supervoids. Spanning hundreds of millions of light years across, they contain virtually zero physical matter, no gas, dust, or galaxies. Extrapolate that extreme void-to-matter ratio across the entire observable universe. The physical consequence is stark. The cosmos is almost entirely comprised of dead, uninhabitable space. At its ultimate structural limit, the universe's primary architectural component is 100 billion light-years of unbroken isolation. But this infinite solitude doesn't have to evoke a sense of dread. Because 99.9999999% of reality is a deadly, freezing vacuum, the very existence of complex matter is a severe statistical anomaly. Consider the extreme physical improbability of our scenario. We inhabit a tiny, warm rock, delicately shielded from the surrounding void. Human consciousness is the universe's rare, localized mechanism for looking back into the dark and actually comprehending its own vastness. The absolute loneliness of the surrounding cosmos is the precise architectural feature that makes our shared existence on this planet so invaluable.